Busia, Messia Makwaba, Heady about channel, no, ha. Gossip, Ghana TV, Messer, sober, habe like him, and no be share, now we are subscribing. Now be and so I so and there, boot for boot, and yes, Mugamuno, and yes, from that lumber last year to Kantanka this year, and so yes, Andra, okay, Akofena then come over to Ja, and the Sarah Joseph finally, after shooting incident in scene for the very first time, Abekasa. For the very first time, Abeka, no, Cassa, okay, if me go with this uncle, no, maybe be answer if Messer, so be like him, I'm over share. Now I subscribe and so maybe I have and so on. Now, as something okay, Safo Kantanka will last year is Dr. Emeritus, who we know, and some a family university dates. Send a body number, sign can say, body no, just Sister Sarah, Honorable Sarah Safo, and then. Subsequently, number be brace here, the shooting incident by when Akofena was being installed as the leader of the Christian Formation. Because of that, Sarah Joseph was hospitalized and has been out of the scene for some time now. Today, Aketwa, Akofena, Kantanka Junior, now taking care of Nyama and also a invitation in Yamanyama. Now, recently, which was last week, in common by Sir Eninam, send letters every Akofena and call for side, and the Akwa Joseph side, on person Muno. And then on court on Pebble say, Omunia ready, say a year in the Bebas, when I just catch on say, Ombeso Mumu now, or the Titica 3.7 million Ghana cities, and a car or boy. Now, and Komoiba, we are still waiting for a response from Akofena Cup. But lo and behold, yesterday, Akofena Ebekasa and lawyers, or no Casabedi in Komobe say, a year in a day, Embasso, into more motives are dating Biamumbongu.
I recognize that this press conference was convened within a very little advance notice. However, the circumstances surrounding recent developments have made it necessary for me to address the nation without delay, and I am grateful for the presence. I have convened this press conference today in my dual capacity as the head of the Kantanka family and the leader of Christo as a Formation of Ghana to provide clarity on matters concerning the burial and final funeral rites of our beloved father, Apostle Professor Emeritus Kojo Safo. Recent developments have generated uncertainty, speculation, and misinformation in the public domain. It has therefore become my duty and responsibility to address these matters openly and truthfully. Why am I addressing the nation? It pains me deeply to discuss matters relating to my family and the church in the public domain. Traditionally, such matters ought to be resolved privately through dialogue, mutual respect, and established family and customary processes. However, circumstances beyond my control have compelled me to speak publicly in order to protect the truth, preserve the dignity of our late father, and provide clarity to the many people who continue to seek guidance on these matters. Efforts made to achieve family unity since the passing of my beloved father, I, together with the members of the Biana Kotoko royal family that are seated with me here, have made every reasonable effort to bring all members of the family together in unity so that we could accord him a dignified and befitting burial. Regrettably, despite these efforts, we have not been able to achieve the level of unity and consensus necessary to proceed in the manner we had hoped. Personal reconciliation initiatives on my part, I have personally undertaken several initiatives to promote reconciliation and foster unity among my siblings, including my big sister, Honorable Adwoa Safo, with the sole objective of ensuring that our father's final journey would be marked by peace, harmony, and mutual respect. In pursuit of this objective, I reached out not only to members of the immediate family, but also sought the intervention and counsel of respected church elders, family heads, chiefs, queen mothers, and other eminent traditional leaders. These efforts were undertaken in good faith and with a genuine commitment to preserving family unity and safeguarding the legacy of our late father. Outcome of the reconciliation efforts, unfortunately, despite these numerous interventions and goodwill efforts, the desired reconciliation had not been achieved. This has been deeply disappointing, particularly in view of the values of unity, humility, and reconciliation that our father exemplified throughout his life. The last will and testament following the reading of our father's will, which was led by Honorable Adwoa Safo herself. Normally, we know that yesie obi wie ansa na sebe ye bie ne will no. I expected that the wishes and directives clearly expressed by our late father would be faithfully implemented, but regrettably, in my view, the implementation of those wishes has not proceeded in the manner contemplated by the will. In particular, the Kantanka family was not given custody of the mortal remains of the late father, notwithstanding the provisions of the will. This, together with other matters in which, in my view, the wishes expressed by our late father had not been honored, has further complicated efforts to achieve unity and consensus regarding his burial and funeral rites. We now yeshia ya adwene say ye kan papa no ewolwia. Assembly obeka bia efim resati na asemba ye media ni bia ni wa obetuma ka se wate manum asem da. Nti mo am kotwen se ye nko kan will no. Ye kan will no papa nanum asem anko sene obi pese be ko nti no. Still ye gusu gina bibia gina entro ene nada ene mfuto ye tugu amanfo ni egusu ekoso. Mekano mobiate ma tribia ma company for Ghana ha ahemfo amampanyin dada munyina hono mo senka yemfre ne yenkasa tienua matuka akoni fie enana kotransia kasa bibia ni hono ma sebe nipa fam mampese me ne mokra bedi nkomo afa bibi se hu you know me memfa ma asem nto abontene age eye adwuma asem mayibia but antintam. That is why in Tiyaka said the family has instructed our lawyers, Kwame Jan and Associates, to take the necessary legal action. Oh, say me of a kind, mean, but Tnavontin and my skills and never bore agrono. So far, yet one among BSC to be a mobile yanka.
Okay, but what did he say? I cannot swap one.
Then now, book camera in ye. Yentia doko yentia hwe enya hwe enti eden na okobo ka sebio chichiri twie say libeto. Yes, so it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, but still yeah train or say 24th a train we yeah train so de ehun nsem beba ehun breakdown am I nti yeguso train e ba na sebia ye credible a sebe say nipa esombosin sika nti hande edu on ma we will cross the bridge. 3.7 million. I think so you saw it.
Ghana cedis.
Yes, Ghana cedis.
37 billion.
37 billion old cedis, yes. Say anu de nye yen na asem foforo. Ye wo ho na eye no ne atworotworofo, emra mu atworotworofo atworo de bre the eminent Professor Kwame Jan Esquire. Say omo person afedo person o cooperative with family no. Nemum cooperation no e car waboni. Into the dear letter by any munchirimu and it's an amun, as I penalty.
Na yenshene yakura papa echira enhyehyɛ ne te sɛ date bɛn na ususu sɛ wetime de akura papa na ya ye na ye de afri hɔ
O kyerɛ saa asɛm na enna me asomdwe hene. I am not someone I'm a pair pinchen sɛbe me fie busua mu papa akanese sɛ busua me wo mu mpanyimfo wo mu na no mu na betrans ya fa adwene dey say na to yen sheda because akura ko obeko akura ntem na ehia yen enye sɛbe we mu atwara di bia betwitwin bia nte no fra e da somdwe betu be bia sɛ de asomdwe to.
And Anopa, in the 24 hours, yeah, mammy, Honorable Adwoa Safo, and so in too. Whatever Cassa about your may, not any more the accord, a sing cree, Estinkuri. The first one was on the shooting incident to see na ho kan Alcopium Hospital. The second one was also a year Akofena Bekasa ho na just of on there. On there. A year no amupew empew ebebaso. Ase a year no amupew ompew ebebaso. Na no krabie was shooting incident no. Honorable, come on. One fan come here or the baby tuja and sama yat. Tebachem rani akwakutie. Honorable Sarah, I just from come out the big go and some be I feel no.
Na honorable mamemre eyi na nanu ye ne abusuapani ekasa ya wono e kire se nanka abusuafo no eye papa abusuafo no pese wo mba behwe funu no na one wo mo na eye efunu no wo mo na wo mo dia na wo mo ba wo mo se wo aka kire wo mo se wo boka bi 3.7 million na saa sika no se ma ye dia ba bia body ni wo no hu release ma wo mo sankomo yi etisɛn
Kwame, we not for any within a diagram. Papa can be said when you move the long fork. Just a dinamna would be no one man a 10 to within a children would eat no from when you. But almost I see a car body once them. They be honest with some story, Kwame. Omoko now on sister station the baby Safo can send me message on Mahama, body new or Mahama. Me farm woman, and I may myself yeah, look and answer some for not a pro, not a being so a dear. They be an answer some motive. Meeting me baby. Later you heard some time I dating a crana. And young cook on yeah, madonna, or they may be drew Ghana. I didn't mean rule. I hear me servicing maybe a or the Nadaroma or the Mother True Krumha. Well, there's no dated no crown, no mini Krumha. And I'm call yes, room lawyers. I a fellow lawyer, Kwamijan. Or a prof who's way than you. And I'm a prof, professor lawyer. What's wrong, many lawyers to say? Baby, a Edrono. What could be a papa and some man so. Yes, please. It's a person we see. Yeah, and I'm more yet to. As I am, there be a yet to and more to be a moped. Yeah. And near one yaka. Dear Carbon, yeah, why ye in the soup. And someone money me lawyers a kind. And I'm also fly and I'm through that no way, dear. And you almost won't move your book and winnie or more baby I drew any baby I ever was with free dear. And then in Ghana. And there's a funeral planning committee. My planning for my dead 9. They see a ne. More planning. And I am not a member of that funeral committee because Papa being in Jimin Koso. See, money be was so. Ebusia for be was so. A friend paying for be was so. And all my planning. And I made 2 after I won't say. Yes, baby, I grown. Almost so person why any in I a car I ever move say. More paying for Council of Elders, more sorry for over 148 branches, me papa say, walk with Joe Israel, one far from maybe a near need that, until 1 branch people that. No could you have 1 sorry for winning in an almost 3 and only other 2.
Maybe I told me about 100 and something branches, you know, one could catch 1 my son, baby, and 1 more piano, I better 1 for 2.
Yara, and my branch is Yanity, and there's a so almost so. In teachers, Adwoa Safo say money 3.7 million into 1 TV. Main cost to them will be at 3.7 million. And if a year almost a win or move back, dear good many more things. No matter can someone still moon some grab on tea and no crack. And the Amad washing, Papa and Yanashi, and I mean, yes, ye. Not me to say, you know the baby my bem say. Me mommy papa befitting barrier. Me no backend. Baby, your picture me could do the best my father gave me was the best of education. America school fees no wood here. England school fees no wood here. Then I won't go on with you. The best anybody can give you is education, and he gave me the best of education. If you want to know what to tell the ball, when I could be a moon, why you're disappointed. I'm not passing so. It's a
we're no dear buy ya, dear uncle, when Yantina, Sadia, you cost one.
No, I that's your lesson is woe. na ko bie so na bia wani da so nyina papa ne so wode ache ne ma sebe enye omu free na ya se na emomu o ma besum na omu papa no masum na o mama asori na gina nti ono so de ache wo mu a wan ka ta sia enti wusu no makotena wo papa sie wo de akonya bia kwa akosi wo na wusimu na wo ke kansem fe yesi krom ha e no no ne abusiafo kro ya akotena ekọ e se omo ye press conference omo say date omo ma ye 25th of June se omo koye doti kwa me wan sim disre wa
mete pa
yes se what 25th of June ye nyina ne a me ntuma na wo ho ye nyina ye se okay yem se confusion e ya busia ba ko omo be ye dia ye nyina no akotena yes se ho me nwie ya ko si tent ba ko po fa kunya ba ko po ansi ko mu ampota ko si ye le ye adadien edaduane bruso wo bobo ne nsegu ne buso iseni demri fam sese be oba enya so mpanyimfo ni bi kan wo mu omo kapre amma daduanani se wo mu jabo me so menye ne yenhwe kwame ipapanya nkopon ba asase we su a wo so ano ba ya wanwade agidi nhwetren Ghana ne bi afiapa na nyina ejina na chi maame akukudro maame aboafo e maame ya adaduanan na mu hunu ye no obia kapre ni nia no ne kapre ni ne bo tent ni ekonya e na odi bloggers di na chi e na osi free ni kai mu ne yire ne ma no metena ase aso
eji wan fa kapre ko amebo adaduanan
no kapre eni busie ni bia kapre ni ni ene bi nia no aka ene ya dofo ene bo ayen ene ya adaduanan saa na ye na duru so wa se 25th obi anka on hwe ye duru honom kwajo wa enya sika ansa ankosisi tent ensingonya ema 25th na twem 30th of July na ye koye doti 31st no kwa ne ye di akonia ba wo menhie nyina me papa oye de se kronkron free the kwai ese fi esumenya de se pon ka se epa wo timi nya ho isi se wo ma wo se kokko so tumfo o se tutu de seke ese so a wo nko ne na ase eni ne nkoye ye nhwehwei e ma ni poma kwa mu se kode koye yi ye kama isia kwan ni na me nwie yi e de ne sa se ne de mfam ifi a wada ni e dan nana ni e dan otumfo ni e dan no ni e sere no esa so brimpon ke se sa no kura no na bebre susu esa asantene mu bebi ofure ho na nke yenko kura de ni na ya mamre ho ni ma na e ko yiye wo kan aboto abia ko kan aboto sem na impenswa eti ya se papa na na se ye mfa ne nkomfanti memu ne yenko dan ni na me ne ye ni bia ti dambo biaka si ye ko kuma se si ye di crazy ne ku ye ke mu ko si ye ko ya mamre ko ye se ska no fom ye di ye uni abusua na ne mu gwe na o se mo atwabu mo kapre enka ho nti I'm saying it to them say they have no locus. It doesn't lie in their bottom. So mo betena wo mu fie wono ni papa fie no woda so te wakofa kunya bi ahene kunya bi ati wo papa fie ni wati fie adu akotena e blow that
baby a oti sese ya na ye papa Safo fie
eye me papa fie no wote wote wo papa fie be si ne wakotena kunya mu wo kapre ni ye nhihye mu e ka ya bo na no ye say president mampanyi mampanyi Mahama se clean your front ye omo obi ye general cleaning kwa me mpacho amaso
pa
woko TikToker wakotina billboard bi adim no clean no gina ho na wo gu ni mu asese to wo pay last respect to ne papa me so kwa me fa we fidie so bi sa wo no say billboard na me mount na esi ho no woni kwaya fa so billboard ni beti ho wako gina animu e na wo pay ni last respect woni kwaya billboard ni fa so beti ho kuma se de Accra nyina ya mount billboard se kire se 30th na o tu fo de ni stamp fi so se sa da no ama ye kwan fi enkura ye papa chi wo se ni wan se wo tu fu papa fi se me de mu wa kunye mu me twem kuma aka premi wo mra yetu anamo akwakoje amamre ni akwantere wo na otumfo se tutu ho no na wo nka ho intimate me katre Krista Safo ni bia wutie me se wo do papa ye kokora papa echi brother kan ye wuru ye kokora ni enne wo ne wo busia no eja busia side no free mu kokor Nenga kwa to kwa na di na to so me enko si usu minister wo ye leader of peace and affairs. Wa so bo can't wo da ye fikiri. Wo da ye fikiri. Wo so ya na wanya nkonfo bi e na sibling rivalry. Seriously, sibling rivalry. Wo so papa si wo hene. E na ye ne yempe wasem ne yempe ne so a. O hene ye si di prenu.
Honorable. No press conference Kwadwo Akofena ye no na wo ka se will no mu no papa ne se wono na enye yie na wono so se wono head of Christ Safo church sa na will no ka na eno wujitu mana dabi
kwani ena me ka se woni yi for edijan mamolo for kwani mremu no won obi ye den saman so na ye kone ye kokane a dan the two trustem we nyina nti na ma ye kokan wo no mra na ye nkura papa because baby I know mututu ni se no okunia se se me na me papa di bibie be ja me de ne atu okunia no benya nti nko bi esu na mo hwe ne yewu no bi anya ne de nkura sa ya kura na masumo nyome na me mehu so omo ma me so ti ase me nkwa ho bia me ni ko bi esu na wo ye kokan obi saman so wi a kwame ye free bibi probate and what I was saying, court them. Now, quite apply name and no never mouth to me, and I ever now will lead to me a man yet come mubiano. Sabi, and yen a swore woman. And this are a people no be a trot, I know they are to Miss Lady saw no name the lawyers and answering penny upon it. That a probate application on my yet yama home. And now, Kwame. Na omo ba ye se omo be ni e be ka bom ti ka be ne yabo na omo tro me lawyers so respond so ye ni omo be ka bom e ka se ne yabo ni en twa so na de ne nye se na bibia enkwa so bi mu no na mi so sabi ni ano be ye responsible for once in his life na wa boy run it them say mi sika ni emu fa na me papa si mi fie no na mi fie no I'm throwing that challenge omo run it them ho na on ka se sika ni fa wo musu fa wo dede second question I'm talking about me and say a sitting up there na no one ne papa tie e da ne papa da hu mie mu no na me Adwoa Safo na me gina ho na enye wono nti na body abedi me ho body ni ko wi ai na woni fie na ko wi ai
aka mi bebu sa say na body ni kura bedi ho sa be no wo yi
papa ho do no ene ye de ne kwa asipiti ho no kura no wo kwadwo ba ho a baby papa ne da na wontimi ma ho na wontimi mfuru papa ne ti odi a o si ye ma wo nko mo ma men kan semu wo si hot da wo ba oni nam sam ho a na wo beta me cho se ne nko me ni o boy nkasa na nu de ne ka hello nchira ne kakra the man even on a sick dying bed didn't want to see your face
yeah ade na ayi Kwadwo Akofena Safo Akofena eya na ma papa ne mpe no mpe nanim ahwe kora eje ye betie bia na ye soso ye tu ehunfo
mo mi sano se body no na me fie e na me ma be wia ebusuafo e kasa asumanyafo no so mo mi to mo sei papa eda ho na ade no wan kan tell me se me frɛ wo mo mra wan ka se me frɛ busuani bia mra and if security for na the omo di leti na wo mo betu mituo no if they are head of security or that can occur the last time papa ka say yen ko frɛ na ma sona me ntia na dwini nyina nti na mani eku ti makwa da e wo ka mu se me da 2 hours e no omo di America ba ho se papa e se me mta the friend wo ka mu bisa ka say am ready nyina no wo wen ade na de papa friend is wo no no wo mra ade na hospital ho me e na oje mu wo ni nsam ti a me na be de call morgue e di entia ade na ya fo no ade papa no ntimi mo ni din no ni ono na wo yen no oni mu ye nyina edin ade na o ka se mo ko fra wo mra me mo fra ma me sara mra me e na me ko ho no iti body no man ko wia and then you nipa baako at customary law and I'm prepared to contest them in any law court under our customary law ebusia and the kambomu and the fie nipa And the question you ask yourself, and you pan wo feel what would you and idea and no mudi idea? It's your palm or me and Sasia would do for any. Santi didn't idea and idea in your day, young Franco. When we know one, we stand or courtroom. Any papa who is here now. Now sometimes I pity the lawyers. I try to wait here or more man advice here because someone could be no mobile alone. Lawyer Baku to me so it's now papa lawyer. Or trying to want to put minian lawyer. Or will any more men and here executor. Or spec with sorry any more to sorry lawyer. Isn't that conflict of interest? Ghana legal bar, Ghana general legal council. Isn't that conflict of interest? As our boy in multiple like to. When you papa interest will be our interest in who could not have no if you walk. No one could not have no if you walk. No one could not have if you walk. We will petition the general legal council. Say in our practice and ethics, a lawyer cannot behave like that. Who didn't go to who will represent you? And I'm your lawyer, no way to me a first lawyer, I mean I will imagine him why D&D. No one I could know me and be a story. Conflicting interest a woman in who will be a lawyer. How where does it work? And you're Ghana ha, and he made a deal with it. It's one me make us say I think to me. 30th, 31st, and you won't know any say date to me. And I will no, and the best man is I make a petty one or deal to maybe a one for you leader.
Yet was ya get a bab mod invitation abba a yawada Thursday and a Friday no papa a basso
life and colored life and colored and I'm reminding or not any boys to say they are now at Yamono they are under a bond to be of good behavior. Yeah, try to Ghana Police Service to give us the protection. Yeah, try to all the security agencies say, yeah, cry your papa that way. In Pennyfo and one, the bedroom, yeah, fresh phone. So, Adwoa, we got the invitation. What is happening? Is it coming on? The Speaker of Parliament, the flag bearer of the NPP, the Chief of Staff of Ghana, the former Chief of Staff, the former Leader of Parliament, the Leader of Parliament. Me and they, oh, yeah, it's a new crow for now only a business. What 3 B2 see on our mobile. Papa no wa bebo bra so na ya mo se mo be yiye we abegu mani mu ase na adwa ka se ene ma se me hu madane amamo mo ko ye bibi tro kan dia papa ba bia oba me bo bra ko duye no I'm willing to give him a visiting burial
na yere abusuapani na ene di nkomo so from Asuminya area ho no wono so be kan se da bi abusua na ye yiye no nti em se wo mo so ne unu aketwa nana kwadwo Safo Akofena aka abom se wo mo so wo mo ye press conference se de wo mo yoyi nti wo mo ne fam wo no so wo ma reach out to you
so mo ye wo mo ka 25th no e ma ye nyina ya dress ye ko na pata no kwa ye mo ba ko na kunya ba ko nti ase kwa ye you be surprised say you be ported ni be bo bia we Independence Square o me tutuntu ma be tena ase because me o ma ye bia ma me hunu da adabia nan say ya who be say we are na say no way so adabia nan mu twetwe sika ma sorry for nyina all the branches some of the be papa adabia nan obia ama ye kapre ene ye koye ya ade o mu tutuntu ma be tena ase tata say we see ye ito mo ja ye date no ya kosere mo tunfu ho no de ama ye ye be kura papa adam impanyinfo a ye be nyina beba nobody can stop them. They can go ahead and do that. We knew the problem.
Na ba kwa na ye hwe ne se ye kenkan we no ye kenkan bi kura wa ha na pede ye nya ye ken baby every day still say on beto aba wo to aba wi a na wo ma hwani manu ayi de ba ko ade ne
no the amended constitution article 12 they amended article 26 no so ayi wo wa free me say sounds na beka tu
sounds na beka tu
wo fikire wa kwa ni wona fikire to a leader of the church it means me kwa ye no wo mo amputa me fikire because me so me ye
I see.
He who comes to equity
to say Thursday no dia na be koso and a Friday no so.
Now ko pon ya aduma Thursday no na ye burial service. The Thursday na nkasa no na ye be kura papa e de emuna so ho na ye ehu asedi nyina. and at 31st no na ye funeral no nti funeral no na ye dey aba Independence Square nti ho no so no ye be ye to say ye ye be bon sanwa no na ye be ye na on the 8th of August na ya Kumasi Prempeh Assembly Hall initially as I say Heroes Park but funeral committee na try omo changes kakra nti ye be Prempeh Assembly Hall e wo Kumasi e ho e san papa e ye asante bichi nya kwa ye yakoda nyame ase abrabo de ne ba ye cha de ne be che ye ni Ghana mai na obetumi e de radia se wo de ne nanu akoda wie ye celebrating a life no ye wie kwame papa na da wa che wa bre ye be kura no wa da wa che nti ye nkura no onyo nipa ba akofo nti ena ne ye sese ya be yu woni e manyi na ya ye no kwabra ne ba ko e se ni mpeni a kwasifo e
Onkwashipo ampa ene mame na wasna me mo akwa aba pa wai
kwame wa ho uni aba na wa ba na o se aboa wo pa aboa kunu ne wa otu ni tuo na ka no wa nya na nkunu a ya ne ye ka so ye wounded lion right anka wo timiti o anka wo kunya fiata asofo asase so ne wa nya nyamfo ama na mmem nti ma wo nya na adwen so wo ba be ye tutu asem bia wa yie na se because the law enforcement agencies mean he is under a strict bond. Many boys now they are all under a bail bond to be of good behavior. It won't be to trust them because the law will take its course. It won't ma on too fee. Will be a tick to about the bonnie, with the bonnia and ram and any baby.
Nti what the bambo from no what secure said the bambo my phone emra me boy ye no ba nti obi a we ba wa be di boni bia na emra be so
exactly sa pepe
mama na wase Adwoa